δεύτερη Κύπρο. Αλλά απόψε είναι εδώ για διασκέδαση και θα τελειώσω με αυτό το απλό κατάλληλο μήνυμα στην δική σας γλώσσα. Καλά Χριστούγεννα και ευτυχές το νέο.
Assure their wives, their families for what has been a most magnificent reception here. The food has been absolutely superb and they played a very, very large part in it. Leon, you and I and Eddie and all our colleagues here are great friends, so it is with a very, very great pleasure I ask you to close this part of our proceedings.
Thank you, Tom. The credit goes to all the members of the committee, to Spiros Freanthus, it goes to Kostas Sofroniou, it goes to Peri Polikarpou, it goes to Sotiris Soteriou, Kostas Georgiou, and all the rest, that also Takis for his help, and everybody else who work as a team here. Thank you for your support and your help in this. Lady Ekeka, Your Excellency, honorable members of Parliament, representatives from associations, and dear friends. On behalf of Ekeka, I thank you all for attending this event, organized under the auspices of the Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Tom Cox, whom it is a pleasure to work with. These songs that we heard earlier reminded us indeed of the antithesis which exists for 21 years in Cyprus. Since the Turkish invasion in 1974, we are not allowed to return to our own villages, where we wish to live again in our own houses and celebrate our own Christmas as we used to do for centuries. And as you are all aware, the main and sole reason for this is the stance of the neighboring countries, who in 1974, using the pretext of the peacemaker, invaded our country, inflicted upon its population atrocities beyond description, and brought unparalleled destruction to its inheritance and life in that part of the island which she placed under her iron fist. 21 years later, Cyprus, a full member of the United Nations and the Commonwealth, is kept divided by the guns and the barbed wire of the Turkish army. This is an antithesis to the spirit of behavior of the nations of Europe and the rest of the world at the turn of our century. It constitutes a severe violation by Turkey of the UN Charter, the UN resolutions of the Security Council and the General Assembly, which he has chosen to ignore. It forms a direct challenge to the principles and the foundation of the European Union, which she aspires and actively pursues to join. Yet, what is astonishing is that a country with such an appalling record on human rights and such an appalling behavior towards its neighbors and with no respect to international law can get away with it for so long. It is incomprehensible that the United Nations Security Council, the powerful Western allies of NATO, even the European Union, allow the Turkish army to continue the occupation of Cyprus. Coincidentally, in less than 24 hours from now, we understand that Turkey will be rewarded by the European Parliament with the ratification of the Customs Union Agreement, which will offer the former substantial economic benefit. Yet, there has been no progress whatsoever on the issue of Cyprus during the last 21 years, solely due to the intransigent and expansionist policies pursued by Turkey. And it is our belief that with this kind of attitude towards Turkey by the international community, there will be no progress in the next 21 years. We find this scenario totally unacceptable. Basically, we are fed up with the promises and the paraphrase. We are fed up with empty words and no action from the centers of power on this issue. We are fed up with the double standards applied by the centers of power and the centers who control the world today, in the case of Cyprus on one hand and other situations on the other. Cyprus is Bosnia with ethnic cleansing exercised by the aggressor for 21 years. Cyprus is South Africa with imposed apartheid by the aggressor for 21 years. Cyprus is Kuwait with a brutal invasion and occupation for 21 years. Yet, the aggressor of Cyprus not only hasn't seen the punishing, powerful hand of those who govern the world today, as the aforementioned cases, but time and time again has received indirect or even direct endorsement of her actions. We believe that the time has come to see similar strong action taken against us. Instead of the United States of America providing arms to Turkey, she should impose arms embargo. Instead of Britain cherishing Turkey as her loyal ally, she should define a timetable for progress in Cyprus for a proper problem and impose serious consequences if she fails to do so. Instead of the European Union and Parliament endorsing Turkey's custom union with the European Union, it should recommend immediate economic sanctions. This is the language we believe that Turkey could understand. In fact, history has shown that this is indeed the only language that Turkey understands. On our part, we shall not rest now or ever till the day we have a free and reunited Cyprus without the army of occupation and the illegal colonies. A Cyprus whose citizens, both Turkish Cypriots and Greek Cypriots, will enjoy equal rights, those defined by the United Nations Charter and enjoyed by every citizen of the free world. We shall not rest until the day we are able to return to our homes, our villages, our towns and our cities, which our ancestors built with pride many centuries ago, where famous civilizations have flourished for centuries and where we wish to live in peace as free people. It is an anachronism and a stigma to the human race that at the end of the 20th century, the people of Cyprus are begging for their freedom from an invader of their land and an oppression of their lives. Towards this cause for freedom and justice, we are grateful and honored for the support and the leadership we have by great parliamentarians and other distinguished political figures who have no other motive but their beliefs to the ideals of freedom and justice. Many of these friends who have been fighting for these issues for decades are with us tonight, and we are grateful and honored. Amongst them is a dear friend who has followed and led the struggle in recent years, every hour and every day and every week. And he has tabled so many questions and initiated so many debates that no other subject in British foreign policy has turned in recent years. He is, with no doubt, the Honourable Member of Parliament for Tudin, Mr. Tom Cox. Federation of Cypriot Refugees in UK as a small token of appreciation for his staunch and continued support, presents to Mr. Cox a small gift, handcrafted and engraved in silence. Before I kindly ask His Excellency the High Commissioner, on behalf of the refugees, on behalf of our community, to present to Mr. Cox, I wish you all a Happy New Year, and which we hope will bring the reunification and the freedom of Cyprus. Thank you.
Hi, Commissioner Leon. Can I thank you very much indeed for this magnificent gift. But can I also make it very clear to both of you and to everyone here, it isn't me. It isn't me. We are a team here. And it doesn't matter whether we're like our dear friends in the Lord, whatever party we belong to, we work together. No one has been more loyal to us than our dear friend Cyril Townsend. So, it's very kind of you to make the comments about me, but never, never forget, because I don't, unless we work as a team as we do, people like Eddie, Terry, Jack, our other colleagues, we've had Hugh Dykes here, we've had Nigel Walters and other colleagues here, and we really, really do work. I can do some things, but Eddie is superb at early day motions. This is Eddie's great skill, and that's another part of our team. So I thank you, but never lose sight of the fact the work we do here isn't based on one person. It's based on our team, be it with this youngster in the Lord or us lads and lasses in the House of Commons. Thank you.
Ready? Another one.